Clock is ticking.
Oh yeah!
Alright, well the clock has stopped ticking because I'm finally on Strawberry. How's it going? Hope everybody's having a good one. Welcome to Planet Coaster 2 with Cookie Pirates. Today we are just gonna jump around. I'm actually gonna start with the Tropical Park. I do a little bit of stuff in there. And perhaps a little bit later we'll switch over to the Viking Park. Getting a fairly late start to the Planet Coaster stream tonight because I did 2 Flight Sim streams and had a few things to do before I got on with this. So it's not going to be a super long stream tonight. I don't think it'll be any more than 2 hours. Oh man, I'm thirsty. I've drank probably a half a gallon of water in the past, I don't know, 3 to 4 hours. It's the cowboy stew that I made. It's just salty. Makes me thirsty. Really good though. Alright, so here we are. It's been a little while since we've really done anything in this park, with the exception of replacing the old version of the surf coaster with the new version that Brolmick made. It did an absolutely fantastic job, and I still maintain that this is really kind of the showpiece of the park, and it actually looks like it's getting some more attention, which is a good sign. It'll be a little bit less so now, but no, we're already kicking pickpocketers out. Good. Those. Just a couple pop-ups. Aha. Okay. Oh. I don't remember why this is offset if I tried to move something or... I don't know. Let's get that back in place. Although, actually, you know what? Because we get a line for people wanting to get it. We'll move it here. I'm going to try to configure some of this path a little bit differently. It's a little wonky out over here. These are the kind of plaza squares that we made for people coming out of the water park. Well, we should maybe add some railings here, I guess. Thought about doing something different with this area altogether. You all have any creations that you want me to check out? I'm willing to do that too tonight. Otherwise, I think we're just gonna kind of mess around. See some stuff that we can come up with for the park. But I am more likely, at some point in the near future, just to start a new tropical themed park on a different map. Maybe try in conjunction with a few different things, like a pirate theme, some surf theme, and the kind of Polynesian resort theme sort of thing. Because if you go in the in-game scenery, I'm going to pull it up real quick. We'll go to blueprints, it's the quickest way to demonstrate. But if we go to scenery theme and choose resort theme, you kind of have a mix of different things. Because you have your kind of hot tropical sort of stuff, but then you also have kind of your hotel. Get more kind of this fun water thing, some aquatic animals. So you can really mix it up, and if you go into individual scenery pieces. You've got the palm trees, the tikis, and then you've got surfboards. That's kind of... This is a good combination of them, so they actually do work well together, of course. But you could also separate them into two distinct resort themes if you want to try to divide up a park into different areas. And then, of course, the pirate theme would go pretty well with that. I just really wish with these added scenery pieces... no, let me rephrase that. I wish with the added themes that they had, you know, incorporated some of these, and not even pieces, but more blueprints into the game too. But of course there's a ton of creations on the workshop, so there's not really any shortage of great themed buildings that you could get. Really? I'm stuck. Really? How are you trapped? Alright, pick you up and drop you over there. Now they're not going to want to go home. What? They're trapped again. Alright, let's pick them up and put them over here. And they're like, oh, where are we supposed to go? Well. Now they're going to take the long way up to the railroad. Oh, they changed their mind. They're going over to this impulse coaster. Great. I'd like to build a more proper railroad station. The back of the park, I will say I took a little bit of inspiration from the back of Busch Gardens Tampa, which unfortunately was closed off when I was there in March, but it's back open. I don't know if the river rapids are probably not going to run in the middle of winter. But I know the train station, I'm pretty sure, I did hear the train station was operational. And of course with Kumba being back open. It is kind of like the Congo themed area of Busch Gardens, and I took a little inspiration from this. The thick jungle and palm trees. The River Rapids ride, they have the Congo River Rapids. I just need a Kumba coaster back here, right? But we did do the mine train back here, up through. As this is themed more of the jungle of Tahiti. And then this over here is more of the coastline of it. The surf coaster, of course, the very famous Te Ahupo surf spot, which this coaster is themed off of. And we get a little bit more of a modern building. Oh, really? Again? Okay, that's cleared. Uh-oh. Dang it. Alright, we're gonna have to exit out. Gosh. Love when it does that. There's just that weird glitch that you click and it just sort of locks up. Like you can click on stuff and you can hear it like automating, but then you can't see anything. And there's no real way out of that other than restarting the game. Good thing is we only lost about 2 minutes. Only been streaming for 9, so it's not like we really lost much anyway, but as the guest count was actually going up substantially over those few minutes, so we'll just load back in on the autosave. And back over here, you cross. We should add rails too, right there. Ah. Two coasters right across from each other that are pirate themed, and then there's really nothing through this area back here. I would like to try to develop this coaster a little bit more. Queue is paused. I think people are getting unhappy. Not too much, no. Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah, they don't. Some of them don't look it. Oh, she's mad. Just get me off this ride. So they're just stuck on the brakes. Because we don't have, and all of these people are getting desperate. Oh, we just need somebody to come operate the ride. Oh man, I can't talk. They leave, they take a break. And then, oh, and he's all the way over here. Alright, we're gonna pick him up and give him a shortcut. Get this ride operational. I really need to do something a little different there. Yep, there we go. Hurry up. The kind of the ride where you pay to get off of it. That's cruel. I wouldn't do that. So this is the version of Kraken Unleashed that Jimper's actually reworked. And it's pretty cool. I know they'll be happy to get off of this when it's done. Alright, they're sending out a train that's not quite half full, but just get it out of the station so these people can get off. And these people up here can complete their ride and get off. They're all probably like, yay, we're moving. What we might need to do is hire an extra ride attendant just to staff the coasters when somebody takes a break. So let's actually do that. And it's a ride attendant. And we'll assign so we actually need to go into here. Clear these back. Oh, there we had it right there. That's such a long line, or a long list really of them. This is the one that we just hired. Oh, hey, you can change his name. Ah. Select. And then just the thing is, where do we go to assign? I don't fully remember how to. He's got his break that time. Staff zone view. All day. And yeah, that way. Yeah, perfect. So that'll help, because that does get backed up a bit. And Mako does as well. Now, oh, I did not save that. I remember building that little bridge across here, trying to get, you know, some people to come over. But most people are going this way to get to the back of the park if they want to check stuff out. So all of these are kind of isolated, and I think that's a big part of why you don't really get high ridership. This doesn't suffer as much because it's closer to the front of the park. But like this over here is just almost always running empty trains, even though it is a stellar ride. These back here too, but this doesn't also take as much of a hit because it's relatively close to the front of the park. It's almost like if we demoed this and made a more linear, or not linear, but kind of maintained a more circular route around the park, I think that would get a lot more. Like, if we demoed this, everybody would be going all over the place. And I think we might... Ooh, I don't know about that. I'm not sure how that would impact. We could try it. And I'm just curious what would happen. So... we can always rebuild it if we want to, but if we clear all of this out, all these people are gonna, like, disappear from here and respawn to the... Ah! Spare trash can. Now you do that, and more people are gonna actually venture out that direction. So that could help. Kind of leave this specific to the water. Yeah. Long queue time, really? Oh, it's probably because just nobody was in the station. The lines have not backed up. We hopefully will get a little bit better ridership. Really hope. 'Cause this is one of my favorite attractions in the park. This is the oldest coaster in the park, actually. When we took up the original Kraken Unleashed, which was over here. Because this was the second coaster in this park that I built. You can tell when I started, it was definitely themed with a little bit of SeaWorld vibes, considering Kraken Floorless and Mako the Hyper. Even though I kind of put my own spin on them. Hold on. Yeah, because the line is backing up. This coaster doesn't have an attendant. Oh, no, maintenance. Okay, that's what it was. But no, it doesn't have an attendant right now. What the heck? Alright, let's see what's going on here. Heading. And she's all the way across here. Holy cow. We definitely need to prioritize, like, ride occupation. So that we can always have people running these coasters. It's cool there's a bit of a line, though, because they'll actually send out a full train for once. And these people are kind of wandering. So I hope that more people will start making their way around to... Oh, yeah. Oh, I think that did the trick. It's too early to tell, but I definitely see a higher concentration of people. You've got more people making their way out over this way. So that could have actually been a good thing. But I would say in the future what we would do is build the entrance out a little bit more and kind of bring the path around and just have stuff staggered on both sides. Because in this, it's like a giant ring surrounded by water on pretty much all sides. And all the attractions are kind of placed toward the corners of the map. So we'll see how that clears up over time. There's more people coming over for the trains. I feel like having something fun right over here would also be a draw to get people on. So it's sending out another empty train. That 8.2 on the test. Band player, what's going on, man? The name of that coaster you can make a sign. It is Mako 2.0. So, I was just saying, it may have been before you joined. But this is the oldest coaster in this park. And it's a B&M Hyper themed very closely off of the real world Mako at SeaWorld in Orlando. But with my own spin, of course the layout's quite a bit different. It's longer, it's got more going on. Got ride photos. Give you 5 minutes, okay. What do we have over here? Just some, oh yeah, hot dogs and coffee. Alright, perfect. Perfect meal right before you go get on a hypercoaster. Well, I've got this right here over the queue. If you wanted to do something maybe for this plaza kind of right here, something like that, you could definitely do that. Then we have over here not a particularly inspired setup for this building here. But this is the RMC. This is one that also Jimpers remade. I Love Planes, what's going on, man? Popping in to say hi, glad to see you back. Missed your Flight Sim streams, but I'll be back in the next one. Good deal, I appreciate that. Yeah, I was thinking about you. Yeah, I did 2 in the Cirrus up in Alaska today. They were fun flights. It was really pretty. So, yeah, we'll be doing more of that, definitely. And definitely looking forward to catching you back for them. It's great to see you, man. Actually, you'll stay? Oh, well, yeah, no, you're welcome to. I know this isn't necessarily your cup of tea, so to speak, but hey, you're always welcome to hang out. I keep those Flight Sim streams up as well most of the time, so you can definitely, if you want to, you can go back and check them out. That's some pretty good views, especially the second one. But of course, you're not obligated. Roller coasters are fine. Oh yeah. It's almost like a it's almost like flying in a way, kind of. So we'll clean this up and maybe try to do so. How do I call this, like the splash zone, soak zone, or something like that? So those of you that know coasters, does anybody remember the roller soaker at Hershey Park? And I think Carowinds had one. I don't remember what it was called. But those were set point inverted, or not inverted, they were, but suspended really is the better way to say. Oh yeah, okay, so roller soaker and flying super saturator at Carowinds. I didn't get to go on that, but I did go on the roller soaker. I wish that they would actually, that they would put these, like, in the game. That would be so cool. It'd be a really neat mechanic. Hi, fellow Cookie Pirate Watcher. Yeah, Isle of Planes joined me actually way back when I was doing Flight Sim pretty much all the time last year. I've been a long time viewer. It's so funny because I've talked about, you know, the different things I've streamed, and we get a crowd of people, you know, that come for different things, and overall, most of my viewers who are here for Planet Coaster have joined, like, within the last several months. I think really like in June when I got back into the game. I got this in January and I did some open RCT2 as well. But then when I started streaming this again in the summer, that's when that really kind of took off and got a lot of people watching my Planet Coaster streams. And what had happened was I did flight sim religiously, so to speak. And I had a throttle and joystick, and the throttle went bad, so that basically took me out of commission of flight sim. And then my computer went bad, so I was without that for several months. I had a lot going on in the spring, and it just wasn't a good time to try to get another computer built and all of that. So it was kind of a long hiatus. And then just recently, like in August, I got back into flight sim, and I had just taken a break from it for a little bit, but yeah. Yeah, since day one, good times, right? Yeah. Yeah, you've been a long term. Yeah, definitely appreciate that. I'm not diminishing anybody that hasn't been here as long as you, by any means. Ah! Oh, are we gonna catch him in time? Come on. Who did it? Is it gonna be too late to find out who did it? Well, there's a janitor. I can just click on all these people and see if they're happy or unhappy. There's not really a good way to tell. And it's crowded. Wow, look at that. This is like the most people I've seen over in this area. But just almost nobody on the Sun Loungers. Went through all of that effort to put all of that together. We'll pause and see who we can find. If there's going to be some people that are mad. He's not happy. No. A lot of damaged things. Well, it wasn't her. She's content. They're content. I don't know who did it. Might not be a good way to tell. They're getting away with it, I guess. Perhaps maybe we should set some cameras up over here, because these do get vandalized on occasion. Let's call somebody to just clean that. Ooh, a lot of litter. I mean, the trash cans are full. Yeah, we need to get these cleaned out. This is like a chill spot I can come back to. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what I go for. Try to keep it low-key and just have a good time. I mean, I do this for fun because I just like playing these games, so. Bro, who vandalizes a bench at a water park? Right! People in this game do. Alright, we're gonna do something about that. Let's get, let's mount. Okay. That covers all of the benches, pretty much. So let's do that. Just place one kind of up here. Try to keep people behaving. And then we'll go over... Oh, it's out of that scenery group. And we'll go over to this one and do the same thing. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. What do you plan on doing this stream? We'll see. You know, a lot of the times I get on and just play in the parks and just kind of do stuff spontaneously. Hello, my fellow peanut butter cookie Blackbeard pirate. I like that. Peanut butter cookie Blackbeard pirate. Holy cow, can you imagine if that was my game name? Or, like, channel name? That'd be nuts. Park's looking extra dangerous with all the vandalism. Well, I've got a good team of security guards, but we're finding a couple little breaches. Somebody smashed something over here and got away with it. The game looks fun, but I can never do what you're doing in the game. Oh, well, I mean, it is a lot of fun, and you just... Like, I've always liked these, like, sandbox games where you can just create stuff and build it. I mean, it takes practice, and I've definitely learned a lot as I've played since I started back in January. And it takes a little getting used to, but it's really not too tough to get the hang of. And if you do the tutorials, it gives you a... you know, it gives you a little bit of a foundation. Alright, band player in with the code. Let's check the sign out. I want to see this. We caught him. He admitted, strawberry jam, out! I enjoy vandalism. I mean, I enjoy kicking vandals out, but... I say, oh, here we go. It's right there on the... Ooh! Look at that. I like that. Alright. Let's go in here. We'll figure out where exactly to place it. Oh, perfect. It doesn't have the path. I'm gonna scale it down just a little bit. Yeah. We could actually scale that up just a notch. I just want to get it to fit and not, like, obscure the benches. If you remove the fences on the surrounding path surrounding it, should work. I don't even need to, actually. That just scaling it down just a tiny bit actually made that work out perfectly. This looks really great. I like that a lot. I do want to actually experiment just a little bit with the font. Hold on. Is the font built in? Oh, it is. How, how did you get the letters? Because what I thought about possibly doing as well is kind of maybe doing a little bit of water. Just move the thingy down. How so? This sign is eye level. Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. Or what you're saying. So we'll grab that and we'll do an advanced move. Yeah. Ah, shoot. Alright, hold on. Let me redo that. Kind of like that there, yeah. Waterfall coming from the rock, that actually, or from the sign, yeah, that could be pretty cool. That I've actually tried in a couple other parks, and that is a little tough to do. We just try to get that centered a little bit more. How many models you got, and what are they, if you can? Oh, plane models. Yeah, that looks really good. What I thought about doing, though, is lowering the terrain immediately right around here and just filling it with a... Gonna try this. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but we'll... So let me go use select and we'll go with rock. Oh, like right here. Scale down the sign rock slightly. That one there. No, I tell you what, I'm gonna leave the rocks as they are, but I think we could maybe make a waterfall effect. What I want to do now is I'm gonna go into the terrain. Water. Question is it gonna even let me do this? I'm not totally... Oh gosh. I just flooded it. Just a tiny bit, but still. So I need to put the water back where it is. So that's not gonna work, actually. We would need to do some sort of like a fountain. Oh, that is going to be very tricky. It's a huge park. It is a large park. Yeah, it takes up a lot of land. I mean, it goes all the way out to the boundaries. So the trick would be just to find if there is a way to fill this with water to where it doesn't actually like run over and connect to everything else. I want it to be its own individual. So let me clear that, and if we go into fountain and then we go to create a custom, don't add to scenery group, so we would actually have to do like a multi-select. That wouldn't even cover the whole thing. Alright, this is what we could do. We're going to place it right here. And the trick would be advanced scale. Bump it up, 150. Shift it over this direction. Actually needs to be scaled up even more. That works. Try flattening the terrain. It's pretty flat throughout here. I think just what it did. It's a little off level, but let me try this. This actually just might be the easier way to do it. We'll just see. Bring that back over to center. that there's pretty close. And now we're gonna lower it, so the entirety of the fountain. Small portion of it is still above ground here. Just the very slightest bit. How is that? It's not sticking up anywhere, but hey, we got the effect that we were looking for. So we've got the water right in there. And actually, if we clicked that, and if we downscaled it a little bit more even, let's try 95%. That actually leaves a little bit more of the water exposed, so it looks a little bit more purposeful. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of... Do I have my RMC yet? Yes, I do. Yeah, this is the one back here. Jimper's made this, actually. He took one that I made that was just kind of wonky and kind of redesigned it. I need to do some theming around it. And I think we need to add a few things over in this area. This is just, it feels very, very isolated. This to, excuse me, hiccup. This to a lesser extent just because it's closer to the entrance of the park. But then you have basically nothing. This is the least developed area of the park. Other than the open land out here that I haven't done anything with. But if we go back to this, I actually want to try something out. Pull that. How much did I pull it? Just 0.04, and now what that will let me do, hopefully, maybe, maybe not. Let's pull that back just a little bit more. So now it's 0.13. And I'm going to try if it will let me select just the text. Why is it not letting me do that? Do I need to pull it back even further? Yeah. If I look at it this way. Editable text. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I'm just going to experiment with this, and I want to try a couple different fonts. That's actually pretty neat. No, I'm not the pirate. I'm thinking something just a little bit more kind of jungle-oriented. The font would actually... You could do that, and that's the same one that I have up there. Edit the group. Delete the resort sign. Select the text. Well, I managed to get it this way just by selecting it. Control X. What does Control X do? Oh, Control Z. Haha. Aladdin. I actually did like that. It makes it kind of have a little bit more of a kind of jungle, a more kind of... This is gonna sound slightly off color, but when I say primitive, I'm thinking more something that would make it feel more natural. That actually works, and we just have to move this out 0.25, I remember that. And I would like to make it match that, actually. Maybe have it stick out color-wise. Maybe kind of like that. And how would it look if we capitalized? Ooh, I like that, actually. Alright, and then what we'll do... And I want to scale it just a tad bit more. Yeah, kind of make it like that. Take up more of the sign. And that is pretty close to centered. We do that there. Now we'll click the sign and just slide it back forward. 0.25. Bingo. Man, I like the way that looks. If there's no Discord server by April, your time is numbered. Hey, watch it. Yeah, I really do need to set that up. That is, I think, something that a lot of people have said would be fun. Who's your favorite manufacturer? B&M. I've got to go with B&M just because I've been on so many of their coasters, and the overwhelming majority of them are just really fun rides that I've greatly enjoyed. But I do like some other ones. I like most of the Intamins that I've been on, and that's not to say that every B&M is spectacular. There are a few that I really don't care for. Vortex. I couldn't resist, sorry. That ride sucks. I also really did not care for Penguin Trek much. We need a Discord server, we really, yeah. Dale, I missed it before. You need a TLC-inspired theming. Don't go chasing waterfalls, or you're gonna get bit by the Mako Coaster Shark. Pirate Bench. Ah! Oh, hold on. Caught him in the act. Oh, 2 of them got busted. 3 of them, actually. Holy cow. Alright, it's gotta be one of these 3. Who did it? None of them are admitting to it. And they tipped over the barrel! Holy cow. Man, we've got like some bad behaved guests, but it had to be that group. Desperate. Alright, yeah. Tell you what, I think the pirates are going a little bit rogue, so I think we just need to get people over here to fix these up, and we probably need to add some cameras over in this area. Man, I tell you, these people can't behave themselves. Good lord. So a bunch of wannabe pirates wrecking the pirate area of the park. Have you been to Waldermere or ever heard of it? I've heard of it, I have not been to it. Oh! Out! Caught in the act. We gotta make sure they get that trash can. Alright, let's go in and do a little bit of, stick it right. Oh, that covers everything, I think. Pretty much. place it back here. Everything is still within range. Just did it in front of everyone. I know, right? Yeah. There we go. And caught on camera. That means the guard is going to come intercept her. That'll be funny. Alright, gotta head off. Catch you later. Alright, man. Hey, it was great to see you again. We'll see you around, alright? You're very mean by destroying our stuff. I know, right? Shame on them. Now we have to get the janitor to fix this. That's pretty necessary. Question is, where's the girl who smashed the, Oh, well, that's a problem, too. Oh, wow. Yeah, alright. Let's get that cleaned up, too. Oh, hold on. That was caught on camera. I'm not waiting. I saw him do it. Out! This one's broken too. Oh my gosh. I think we're going to need a security post over here. Yeah, let's do that. So what we're going to do is... post with a guard. Alright, that way people will behave themselves a little better. Oh, we got to get that fixed. Sheesh. Man, people trying to be pirates in the pirate area. What is pissing him off so much? I don't know, man. But with a guard there, I think people will be a little bit better behaved, hopefully.
Have some milk.
I would like to develop this area a little bit better. It's something I've thought of. Would like to make some pirate animatronics or something like that. Would actually be pretty cool. Tell you what, let's see if we could do that with this ship. So I'm gonna delete that, and I'm going to get... I'm gonna try something I actually really haven't done much before. So, let me see, we'll go out of that. Excuse me, moving. Interactive. Oh, it's gonna be this right here. Snap edge. I don't know how that works. This, I'd have to look to see how that really works, but if we take this moving platform, I want to place it somewhere flat, and then what I'm going to do is I want it to go slow, slower, we go ultra slow, And we're going to advance. Oh, you can't scale it. Oh, man. Alright, we'll tell you what we can do. We'll put that right out there. Now we're going to go back in and choose the pirate scenery theme. Ah, not a blueprint. And we've got that selected. Now where's the ship? I could have just picked the ship up and moved it instead of deleting it and coming down to put a new one in. Yeah. Oh, here it is right there. Okay. And we're going to have to advanced move. The first thing we need to do is... Oh boy, here comes the rain. Rotate it upward. Try to make it level. And we'll rotate it this way. I want to make sure that's lined up. That should be okay. Now we'll go advanced move and I'll locate it on the platform. And now we've got a moving ship. Kind of just move back and forth, but I would love if you could make it so that it would track like around and not just go like back and forth like that. That'd be kind of interesting, but now we've got a moving ship for them to see. Right back out here. Do something scenery-wise. For some more of this area here. Yeah, so Strawberry Jam, it was just a matter of getting that moving platform in place and trying to get the ship to sail around, so to speak. But I'd have to look into and see if there's a way to make it so it would track around rather than just going back and forth. Because I think it would be even cooler if we could do that. I'm just not really sure how to pull that off. Actually, tell you what, if we wanted to take that and rotate. And now we'll advanced move up slightly, just so more of the ship is above water. Kinda like that, maybe? Might be a bit much. No, we go with that. I think that looks a bit better. You know a way. Curious how it would be done. Oh, somebody wrote that. We gotta go back and fix that. Yeah, so we've got all these facilities that people just won't use. And I think part of it is just because they're... Don't click the tree, click the bathroom. Put the entire coaster on drive tires. Attach... Oh, yeah, we could do that. I have to try that. Let's get this clean too. Holy cow. Let's get this here cleaned. Yikes. Oh, somebody broke that. That's gonna be caught on camera though. Should be. Aha! Out! And then if you want to add a radial platform so it rocks back and forth a little, I'd have to look into how to do that. Should we make a holiday park? That would be fun. It would be really neat if they added that theme. Because they were talking about another update and I think another DLC. Coming this year, so I mean they've got a month and a half, so oh gosh, she went on a rampage, broke all of these. Good lord. Man, they keep their hands full, I'll tell you that much. So we've got some light rain that's gonna go. Okay. Alright, I do want to take a look and just see kind of, because our guest count is going down and the star rating is going down, and I think it might have to do with just being, maybe it's a bit messy. You know, we have a lot of janitors, but that also comes with the territory when you increase the guest count. What is cool is all of this is getting more attention. So, cutting the path for people to go to the back of the park straight through the water park, making them go around and checking out some of this other stuff, has actually done us a favor. Needs cleaning. Okay. Yeah, a bit of trash. Probably need to, while I'm at it. Let's add a trash can. And there's a bin that got knocked over. And add a bin back there, I suppose. Maybe one here in front. And then maybe just a couple benches. Oh, we got a couple different pirate. So I like these barrel benches for this more rustic area. I want to fix that. So we'll set a few benches up over here for somebody to sit. Let's place that a little further away from that bench right there. Alright, some hot spots for litter. That's going to be right there. There's a fair bit over by the train station and quite a lot over here. And a lot of people are breaking things. So I think it's a matter of the rating is actually going down just based on the amount of stuff that's broken. So I'm actually going to go back in and pause. And... oh, I don't know if there's a way to... maybe not while paused? Yep, yeah, they're... let's get all of these addressed. This is just the easiest way to see. Yeah, I mean, people have wreaked havoc. Oh my gosh. That was fixed. That needs to be dealt with. That needs to be dealt with. Or you know what I could do is just pay the unlimited money that I have to restore them immediately. I mean, I've got a lot of janitors. I don't know if it's just a matter that they're a little overworked. Probably add a few bins over in this area. Gonna switch to the resort theme for these. You can do that by tucking down a small track ride under the water and attach it to the top of the water. Yeah. I think we got the majority of biggest problem areas taken care of. Why is it not letting me click that? What in the world? Yeah. What's going on here? It's not letting me click on that? I'm gonna bring a janitor over and they'll see it and should fix it. They have such a cute bird. What do you mean? You have a bird pet? Or a pet bird, I should say. Mix that up. Nothing's really broken over here. I have plenty of cans over this way. One busted bin. That one's just full. 2 busted bins. Just try to get some of this stuff taken care of, and that should actually help out with the pork rating pretty quickly. Is the one at the front of the park, did we fix that one? Oh, janitor took care of it already. Okay. Need to make the space near the RMC more full. Yeah, that's not a high priority at the moment, but yes. I agree with you on that. Alright, and let me go in and grab... Oh, I have to click the staff there. Let me see where we've got... So they're all pretty busy, so we actually, maybe we could hire a few more. Let's go ahead and do that. That way we can get some of this litter taken care of. I think that's the biggest problem, is it's getting dirty, and I think people are maybe getting frustrated about that. Oh, good lord. Holy cow. Now, some people have just wreaked havoc over here. Throwing everything all over the place. They smashed a trash can right in front of the counter. Ooh. Man. I need to redo the intro for this. Alright, hope everybody's having a good one. Welcome to Planet Vandalism 2 with Cookie Pirate. Or Planet Litter. Somebody just threw something down there. Yeah, I suppose we could add a couple extra trash cans. Just in this area. Maybe one there. Oh, man. This is just a travesty. Let me go back into the heat map. That's just the easiest way for me to see. We're adding a ton of janitors all over the place, but the park needs it. With as busy as it's been. Probably some better assignment to staff zones would help as well. Hello. Dale, I don't know, I don't know if the stream, like, would have buffered or something, but yeah, that you were in a little, I think a little late on that. Unless you were commenting on something else. I think we're starting to get this under control. It's definitely a bit better. It's like mass cleanup effort. Clean up, everybody, everywhere, clean up, or I'm gonna throw you out. Definitely a lot more under control now. So that is making some progress. All of these people are just throwing litter down over here. Like next to all of these things. Come on! Okay. Alright. That should be significantly better. It's probably not going to be perfect, but that should be so much better than... Sorry, was super behind. No, no worries. Okay. The next thing I want to check in the heat map. Security coverage. Now, a lot of these, the ones that are moving around, are guards on the move, and the ones that are stationary are cameras. I've done a better job in the Viking park by placing cameras and stuff like that. This park, not so much. I think I was doing a lot of stuff in this park before the, No, that's not true. I was going to say before Update 6, but the guards came out, I think, in Update 5. So, I want to look around and just see kind of where some stationary areas are that we could add some cameras. So if we go into here, clear filter. This actually will cover the majority, but not the entirety of the, So if we add that there, that helps. There's going to be a little bit of a gap over here. Actually, though. Nope, it's too low. Okay, so this actually does have to be elevated. So everything in red is not covered by the camera because the camera doesn't look upward. So it covers everything in blue. That's shaded. You can see everything in red means your elevation isn't right. And that's, I believe, a new feature, although maybe not. Maybe it's just been like that, and I haven't really looked in terms of the heat map, which is actually a nice... So if we did this and put that in... Nope. We did this. Put that in the corner. Although I prefer that to be a little bit more subtle. That's kind of stand out. We got that covered pretty well. And actually, looking down, does cover most of this. We could Could place that there. And then, so we've got that building covered, because that's a high traffic area that needed to be dealt with. Just as much trash as we saw kind of getting dumped. I mean, that was a massive cleanup effort, and there was a lot of vandalism in that area. All these moving circles are the guards, so we really don't have a lot of stationary ones. But I mean, most of this isn't really a problem. It's just a couple isolated areas. But we can look and add as needed, if we continue to see issues. Jimpers, how are you? Bit late to the party today, no worries. I mean, I got off to a late start myself. In this game, I was doing Flight Sim earlier on, and took a break to get a few things done, and so it's fine. You don't have to show up when, you know, right when I start. People come and go all the time as needed, and that's 100% fine. All right, who broke what? Oh, broke the bench. Let's get that fixed. Somebody's gonna get kicked out of the park. Who did it? Oh, somebody broke this too. Good lord, I thought we got that fixed. Let me see who broke it. This place is a dump. Pretty run down, because they see all these people. Oh, hold on, here comes the guard. Yes, out! And the guard, oh, he's standing through the wall. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, but we're getting that taken care of. Once we get this under control, I think the rating will go back up. So we're really trying to tidy up some stuff and spruce up different areas around the park. I will look into trying the tracked ride for the pirate ships. It does look a little silly as it rocks, you know, just moves backward. But it's better than just being stagnant, in my opinion. Let me try to fix a little bit of this path here. I don't even remember how. Oh, this was stamped? Maybe? Let's see if we can fix that. Oh, yeah, there we go. And always just see why it's... Yeah, there we go. Kind of make that seamless. This is floating. Interesting. Alright, let's just pull the terrain up. Just, no, not that high. Let's turn that intensity down a touch. Try to just level that a little bit better. This right here, too. And I mean, the other thing that we could do is just take the leveler. Come around with this way. We got water right here, so that's... actually not going to let us do that right here. We could put up a railing. Let's actually just do that. Oh! That doesn't look right. I would say I gotta change that color. Yeah, there we go. Oh, no, no, no. Undo that. There. 'Cause it started to merge with the invisible path. I think we're fine there. Yeah, that should be okay. These people are trapped. How did that happen? I'll go to the restroom right there. Alright, and yeah, so let's see, how is that looking now? Yeah, I think we've got that back under control, other than just a couple facilities needing to be cleaned. 6%. Oh, somebody in here. What'd they break? Something in the gift shop? Yeah, okay. And dump their litter. Guard will catch them pretty quick, I think. Ow! Yep, they're caught. Don't edit scenery group. Click the trash can. There we go. We get this better under control. Okay, I need to get up and take a quick break. Just give me a couple minutes and we'll be back. Okay, we're back. What in the ghetto amusement park is going on with this tropical? I don't know, man. It's like people are just all of a sudden wreaking havoc. And it sucks because it's actually tanking the rating and it wasn't really doing that before. But we've largely got that under control. Oh, I see we need just a few kind of spare cans over here. I think with it having... Oh, come on. Excuse me, got the hiccups all of a sudden. Big time. Well, we redid a lot of this. Okay. Aha. Somebody broke this here. That should have been caught on camera. That's the one right there. And somebody pickpocketed on that coaster. Jimpers, what coasters you're throwing down tonight? Yeah, I'm curious. Let's get this cleaned up. I'm starting to think we just don't have enough janitors to go around. Let's see. What is the park price set at? Full price, they'll pay $109, so not quite as much as in the Viking park, but that's still a pretty good. Full price, yeah. I don't know, 32 bucks for a water park, but they'll only pay $250 for a fast pass. Alright, repair all vandalism, that'll get that taken care of in a heartbeat. I forgot about that, I should have done that before. Just had it all immediately dealt with. Reputation's going down, and I think that's just because of how it's a bit dirty and stuff. A lot of people want souvenirs, so maybe we could go in and add. I'd like to do a custom entrance for this park at some point, but again, I'm not sure that I'm going to maintain this park long term. So what I'm more likely to do is probably save certain things and just incorporate them into a new build. Add janitors, add security, and make your park great again. Well, we added a ton of janitors. I mean, I suppose it doesn't hurt to go around and add a few more. Hit all these trouble spots, and maybe we can assign some to staff zones. That might help as they kind of wander around. Certain areas are kept spick and span, and other ones are just neglected almost, in a sense. Alright, let's see who did it. This group here? Right there. Out! We're getting a little bit better ridership on this coaster. Definitely reworking the path, although I wonder if maybe people are getting frustrated because they maybe are having to go a longer way around. I don't think that would have much to do with it, but it could have somewhat of an effect. Anyway, before people started wreaking havoc and misbehaving, we were back here, and I wanted to actually add some effects. So let's try, and I'm just curious how it would work. Do we need a 10 meter? I think that's a little too large. Let's go with the 5 meter top. Or do we want to go with 5 meter middle? That's, I think. Nope, so we want the top here. Oh, shoot. Did that add? It did not. Now we can add a 5 meter middle section. There we go. A little bit of a waterfall trickle. And then maybe over here we could just do a few like small fountains or something like that. We could do a water jet, or we could do a splashing effect. That would probably get people wet. Maybe a medium jet. You do those there, and they're not going to really like soak people. I would like to make this island a little bit bigger. Maybe we cut the water out here and do away with the bridge and kind of turn this into like a plaza with gifts or stuff. The other thing that we could actually do, there is nothing under this building. So one potential option would be to actually open up this below here. I mean, we wouldn't do as elaborate as we did with the surf ride, but we could definitely open the bottom of this up. I'm gonna open that up as a pole. Dale, gift shop, restaurant, and bar. I don't think we're going to do a full-fledged. I don't have. Why does that look like that? That's weird. Some weird artifacts with the terrain right here. I'm gonna see if I can do something to kind of modify that just a touch. Yeah, there we go. Now we'll bring it back up. No, it's clipping there too. Dang it. Alright, hold on. Smooth it this way. That's better. Dang. Yeah, we just flatten it that way. It makes it better. park rating is going up and the crowd count is going up, so that should help. Alright, so only one vote, but one vote for yes. So it sounds like it could be a good option. That would actually draw people over here. Man, me chanting pit of shame, pit of shame, pit of shame. Oh! Ah! Caught on camera. At least the people are getting kicked out of the park when they do it now. Alright, so if y'all want to vote, give it a minute or two more. Now, if we do open this up, what we will have to do is redo the priority queue. Which means that I think we would actually have to wrap it through the building in the back, have it exit out and come up the stairs to that side, because we won't have it be able to come around and keep the entrance there, because it'll cut off access to that building. So I think I have an idea how I want to do that, but we're going to have to cut the priority queue temporarily. Basically from the curve. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I mean, only one person voted, but yeah, I said it was a good idea, so. The person, yeah, she's on. Alright, so I'm gonna cut the priority line. And we'll re-add it here in a little bit. And then what we'll do is open up the building. Just with those two panels. The next thing we'll need to do is grab some ceiling tiles. So let me go in here to the bamboo. Need to go into building. Wall and roof types. Nope. Ah. Oh no. Wall set. Whoops. Resort bamboo. And we'll grab the floor pieces. And we'll make it colored to teal. Is it duck blue, I think, is the one that we used. Add to scenery group. And then we're just going to raise them. Turn the grid height down by 1 meter. Oh, hold on. Basically should be right at that elevation. And we'll just kind of close this in. Oh no. Well, we would have to shut this down to remove all of the scaffolding. Oh man. Well, that's going to become a little bit tricky. Alright. It's a little harder to retroactively do this, but we'll make it work. Didn't really preserve that teal color very well. Up top it did, but below it did not. Interesting. Alright, then what we're going to have to do is stamp. It would actually be better to go in. Oh, we'll have to level this whole thing. That may away if you build path, but you'll probably have to shut it down. We'll try it and just see what happens. The first thing I think we need to do is level this throughout the building. Oh yeah, it's going away. The footers are remaining, but this is not. Yeah, there we go. Oh, the proximity to the water is affecting that. Alright, so there's another way around that, and what we could do is just add floor pieces. Alright, so let's do this. So it technically is a floor, although it effectively works as a ceiling as well. Add a scenery group, and that'll actually... It still puts it underground. That does as well. That does not. That's perfect right there. So we're just going to stamp all of these kind of... Oh, look at that. They're crooked. We'll just rotate those. So, but if we do that, now we also will have kind of the right foundation for it. Alright. Oh. Alright, hold on here. I'll just delete these two. Terrain and just kind of doesn't really want to lower right here. Probably, yeah, I would probably have to remove the water. We'll put it back and we know right where the pieces need to be. Oh, it just put that support back in place, dang it. Hey, that worked though. And that looks right, yeah. Okay. Ah, shoot! I want to put that back. Alright. Let's get out of that there. Alright, now the only thing about this is now we have these kind of roof pieces that are sticking through the walls. And I'm not totally sure why it's doing that, and it's not doing it in some other places. Weird. Ah, oh, okay. The next thing I suppose that we could do... Oh, wait, it might just be because of these. Or... is it the way they're rotated? I don't know if that would have the effect of causing that. I'd have to look into that and see kind of why it's doing that exactly. But anyway, I think what we would probably want to do is... yeah, alright. So we're going to start doing a little bit of demo derby on this. these actually don't match up totally. I don't know how I built this. I mean, I know I did this pretty early on. Well, no, because we redid the station and the entrance and stuff like that. The coaster hasn't moved, but the station and the entrance have. Okay. The station building and the entrance, I should say, from that. So I think what we may need to actually do is kind of work from the top down. So what I'm going to do is take these 2-meter stations, building pieces. And I'm going to see if we can just line them up around here. Auto stacking is off. One-meter pieces there, and we can actually stack the 1 meter up there. And then what that should do is allow us to put, you know, some stuff with windows over here, because these are actually relatively far underground. That can stay as it is, but we'll probably want to open up the back. Alright, we're going to clear this whole back wall out. This actually might make it a little easier to work with until we get everything in here set up the way we want. So, what I'm thinking we're going to do is let's actually do some terrain stamps. And I want to see if there's a way to get them to stamp. I wish they would make it so that you could stamp the path to the building corners. This is always one of the trickier things. It might help if we turn the grid on. Well, actually, that doesn't help with the first one. That's always the toughest one. Then once you get that, you know you're set. Actually, I'm thinking we'll place the buildings back here. Yeah, okay. And then we have additional room for some buildings and stuff kind of out this direction. And then we'll have the path go right kind of through here and kind of connect there. And that should be what we need. So we're going to do just a simple straight line connecting from there. And I want to do an angle snap at 45 degrees. Well, it's not going to... Alright, we're going to turn that off, but I mean it would let us tie it in this way anyway. So if we do that, and add... Now we go back to the stamps. Oh, not the scenery. We go back into the... Yeah. Alright. That's coming together better. And this leaves it open for some building. Like some food and stuff like that. Now we could do counters, or we could do actual... like shops. The next thing I think I want to do is we need to turn curbs and railings off. And the supports stay off. So we're going to just paint over these. Right along here. And then for right now, we're going to get rid of these. Ah! Come on, don't edit the building. Edit the path. There we go. Alright, clear those out. And we need to go back in and paint. Turn those off. Alright, that's all good. Now we'll go in and set up our shops. So we've got some options of what exactly we want to place. That's too large. Alright, so we may actually have to go with just the basic. And I think if we do drink and food and souvenirs. Oh, it's interfering with the queue. Oh, no. Oh, will it work over here? Yeah, it does. Alright, so we could do the hats. We could do... Nah, not a restaurant, but some food options. Maybe Gelato Bros. Maybe a Hayo Sushi. And we'll go with a drink option. How about Gulpy? Alright, so we've got the buildings in place and they're accessible. The next thing to do would be to put up the walls. It looks like we're going to have to leave that open, so we're going to go back in to just the paths, and we'll go to the stamp. And it doesn't interfere with those. That's interesting. It was just the buildings that were interfering with the queue line for some reason, but that should be okay. And then what we can do next, I think, is it would actually make some sense to place some scenery at each of these so it doesn't look as coarse. Need to turn that grid level down as low as possible. And we'll place these at every... Oh gosh. Oh, that's not good. Stamp each of those. Counter level, and then we can add additional wall pieces. So if we go in... and we double these up. Ooh, I don't know about that. Because it still leaves those boxed areas kind of in. Alright, welcome back. And then we will go with a solid wall on that side. I'd have to add like some trim or something like that, but if we go to floor pieces now and put these on top. Kind of just over those like that. That's the only thing with these right here is they're kind of capped at this weird angle. we would just have to add some sort of shop trim around each of those so that they don't look like just a straight up box sort of thing. But from here, what we can do is go with either shop window or a large window. And I actually kind of like the idea of a large window a little bit better. So let's do that. And then I believe 2-meter pieces just to go around this would seal that up. There's a little overlap. We're gonna get a little bit of overlap with the we'll do the arch right over that there. And then just a couple more 2-meter pieces up here for this. And then, just to kind of clean that up a bit, oh man, I don't like the way they don't line up here. That doesn't look really good. Maybe some 1-meter wall pieces on those. Would that help? Possibly, yeah. That actually covers the floor. I wonder if it has to do with the order that you place them. Now if you lower that there. Oh yeah! That's actually doing the trick. So we would just go back through and... oh, there's a little bit of stacking. That doesn't cover. For some reason that's sticking out. Mako 2.0 is kind of uninspired. I would have chose Hammerhead. And you know, I've thought about that after the fact, but when I built this was the second coaster in the park that I built. And I really made it to be like my own twist of Mako. So I mean, I know where you're coming from, but hey. The cool thing, though, is the scenery pieces in here actually do have, you know, something resembling a hammerhead, which is neat. Let's come back around this side and just fix up a couple of these walls here. Oh, but that doesn't corner off. Wow. I don't know. Interesting to why it's not doing that for all. Some of these it does, and then other ones it does not cover. Weird. So, I don't know, maybe we can try to improve that cosmetically somehow. All that's left is we really ought to try to come up with some sort of scenery pieces to cover up the boxes left by these shops here. And I'm not totally sure of the best way to do that. Let me see what we can come up with. Press Z. Let me go in and filter to the resort theme, and let's see what kind of maybe building trim. You know, one thing that we could do, and this would be maybe a little bit generic, but we could actually go to one of the shop fronts that's in existence. So, like, for example... Oh, that's the staff. Never mind. Oh, come on. I gotta find one. Well, yeah, like here. Maybe just place these over it, but I don't want them sticking out that much. So that's a bamboo wall shop front. Maybe these. Oh, fascia. Okay, shop fascia. Where is that? We go into here and look for that. It says it's a piece. Right here. And we can actually change all the colors. Yeah, that helps. And then we just have to add probably a couple wall pieces. It didn't actually stick. Hold on. And then we can color the flowers a little bit differently. We go with this orchid. That actually works. Oh, that's too dark. This. Yeah. Or we could go with one of those kind of lighter teal. Might actually match a bit better. Flip the piece around. I think it's made to be in the front. Advance, move, and duplicate. And then just place one in front of each of these. Kind of like that there for each of those, but that... Oh, you know what? I think I see what we need to do to kind of cover the rest of that. It's to go in... Now we go into the building pieces here, and we need to add the shop fronts. And bring those up. Ah, there we go. And now we can add a couple 1 meter wall pieces just for the very top. Oh, come on. There's that. And you could add the awnings, or the other thing that we could do. Tell you what, I have another idea that would actually, that would work. What's the 4 meter? Oh, that's too big. We go with a 2 meter TV. Have one over each of these, telling you kind of what they are. And get each one roughly centered. And then, what we'll do is actually... Come on, click. Bigger? Ah, I'm not going to go with the 4 meter because they take up the whole wall. Come on, let me click. This thing's bugging out. What is going on? Alright, hold on. Let me just get out of this for a second here because this is bugging. Same thing, bugging out. Although that time it worked the second time. This one was the Gelato Bros. Same thing again. Oh, come on. And you can actually turn the audio off on these. That way we don't have... Does Gulpy Soda not have an ad? No, it's just, it must be just the mascot. And then for that we can do the hats. Well, and I mean that way everybody sees exactly what the shops are for. We can actually go ahead and open them up. How should we go in here and actually turn the radio off on them? And we can add a speaker or something like that. And now these are open. And then what we would just have to do is, we'll have to add some facilities. Let's definitely do a security camera. I really don't want anybody messing around with this stuff. Gulpy Soda had something? I'd double check it. But I thought all it had was just the image of the mascot. Let me double check. I'm curious. Oh, okay, it's just a solid picture. This is not like an actual video. Suppose we'll stick with the mask on, since it's a video. Give it just a minute. That's a bug I think they gotta fix. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's add... certainly a few trash cans. Let's go with the bamboo, that matches better. Oh, cool, look at that, it actually is keeping the color. And then we can add benches. Maybe some just picnic tables would actually be well suited as well. Oh, these would be the metal ones. No, it's okay, Dale. You definitely did notice something. It ended up not being an actual video. So no worries. We'll have to add these metal tables. Oh gosh, come on. Steal vengeance with mouse hunt? Add a few over here. And if we wanted to, we could actually add some other food options and drink options in the form of a vending machine. Here is where I think a big TV would actually be pretty cool. On that wall. And we could actually make that even larger. Or a projection screen. Just the thing would be, what would we display on it? You know what? Let's do the, come up. They need to fix this, where you choose the videos for your TV. That's bugged pretty considerably. I don't know why it's doing that, too. It's kind of weird. Come on, man! There we go. Oh, oh man. Perfect for a shark-themed coaster. We already have Gulpy Soda Pip Shot Juice vending machine. We could do one. Could do one there. And then if we want to give another food option, we could do Pizza Pen, you could do Viva La Vegan, or you could do Hot Dog Squad. You can upload your own video, yes. I don't have my own video to upload, unfortunately. What would be cool is to go get a POV of this coaster and display that, kind of like I did on the old Kraken, but since I don't have that. And I cannot do that while I stream. I'd have to end the stream, use my OBS software to create a video. Alright, open up a poll. I might, you know what, that is going to get overly obnoxious. Mute. Maybe we can just put a speaker and play some music. Yeah. Tell you what, let's do it. Get a speaker. Flight sim footage? Oh man, that would actually be pretty cool, but yeah, I can't make anything while I'm streaming. Speaker right there in the middle. Alright, and we've got an option of some audio to play. Could do some music. At least this doesn't bug. Pretty cool. That's a cool one. Or we could go with Dale's favorite. We could even go with or we could actually even go with like the resort playlist, or we could do a rock playlist. We're not doing that, no. Yeah, you know what? Let's do a rock mix. Alright, so far a unanimous vote for Pizza Pen. Or the other option would be that we could go with some sort of like the resort music, or... Oh. Let's just add the railing right there. Maybe it's not too late that we could actually do an angled. Honestly, I think that should be okay though. Alright, so 2 votes for Pizza Pen, so we'll go with that. Why is it doubling? Is that? Oh, because the fireworks are going off and it uses the same music. That's why, okay. Hey, look at the crowd of people getting on this now. That's awesome. Coaster's finally getting the love it deserves. And I'm almost thinking that we should actually switch these out with the metal ones just so they match. I like those. Well, he's still happy. Just make sure he gets his break. He's happy. He's alright. She's happy. She's alright. Might need to add a couple. Happy. It's fine. He's alright. He's alright. So how are all these people missing there? We might need to add a few staff rooms. He's okay. It's alright. Oh, a good number of people actually missed their breaks. I don't know. So, I just wonder if it's because we flooded the park with more janitors and security guards or what. I don't know, but that's what, 12? No, it's a pretty good number of people. I'm just making sure none of them get unhappy, because that will... Alright, not a super big deal, but we'll make sure they don't miss them. Okay. Clear all that out. Oh man, it's getting late. The time has just gone by tonight. It's like, wow. Alright, the last thing we need to do over here is, no, the fireworks are not going. We may have a double speaker. Oh, come on, misclicking. Oh, interesting. Alright, that might have just been a small bug or something. But yeah, we're good now. The other thing, should we maybe add a Looney Balloons or some other, like, little counter in here? That could be something... Ooh, interesting. That's cool in there. We could maybe add a counter right back over here for people to buy. Why not? They have the sushi, gelato bros, see all this. Oh, well that's for every restaurant. Oh, we could do that. Not connected to a path. It is now. There we go. Alright. The next thing, and this is going to be the tricky thing to figure out, is how are we going to wrap the priority queue along the building, unless we just kind of shuffle them a little bit. Now this is going to be hard. We might have to redo the queue. If we do that, I want to pause it so we don't interrupt the coaster, the guest ops. Oh, you know what? The other thing we need to do. We come back into this and add. Try to find a 1 meter piece. Yeah. And let's just add these up. Turn the rip height down. No, you know what? The audio is doubling again. There's something up with that. Figure out why. It's playing two at once again. What in the world? You might just have to choose a piece. It's not linked to anything. Just add that one. Alright, one thing I wish is that they would color the roof, or the ceiling, to match the color of the walls, as well as the floor. Now we've got a crowd though, that's good. Oh, somebody already broke that trash can. Ah! Let's get that fixed. And just for fun, why don't we add a couple mascots to hang around? Gulpy, maybe Body. Oh, we'd do Chief Beef over here. We'd add the Chief Beef mascot, but that just kind of draw people's attention. Alright, next I'm going to pause. Just for a moment while I think about how we would redo the queue. Because the priority's on the inside. And it would have to go through or under the building or up and around, and that would just look not good. What we could do is tunnel it underneath. Or what we would have to do is have it come out through here, redo this, and have the main queue go the long way around the building and up. And that would be very tricky. Maybe we could tunnel it. Let's just try something. Well, that's going to interfere with the shops. Just gonna unpause it for right now while I'm thinking about this. I haven't run through that. I don't think it would look very good though. Have to swing it around. We may have to run it up on this side of the building and run the regular queue further out. Ooh, I don't know. That's tough. Let's get that taken care of real quick. It's getting late. I'm going to have to jump off here in a minute anyway. Almost seems like it would have to go through the building, but I don't think that would allow. That's not tall enough. Shoot. Okay. Why is that still echoing like that? Is that bugged? Go through the building, LOL, good night. Yeah. It's a little bit tougher to do. I'd like to add a sign like here that would say like Mako gifts and snacks or something like that. Runs out of room. Alright, tell you what, we're gonna... Let's do that. On the building, and we can color it a little bit differently. We'd lose space. If I shifted it, that could be an option, but I just don't think that's really gonna work. Probably what I'll end up doing is just kind of paralleling the queues up and around. So I basically merge this line, and then I'm gonna reroute that a little bit and have it come up and around. That's probably what we'll have to do. Alright. So let's and I hope this doesn't kick everybody out of line or give an error. Basically run it out. Oh, curved. Have that tie in that way. Tear, whoop, not all of that. These up. Oh, these lines are not even anyway. Try to go with something like that. Oh, they're too close together. Oh, man. Man, this is tricky. Have it kind of come around that way, maybe? Have it come downward. It doesn't interfere if we do that. Ah. That works, kind of. Alright, unpause and everybody's gonna be like, wait. Oh, and it cleared it out. But the, oh, we gotta switch the, gates. Priority goes there, and the regular goes right there. And, yeah, we're good. Alright, and we should be set now, and the other thing that we can do is... Doesn't like that. These are actually so close together, it's not really letting us paint just one side of them. Kind of having to piecemeal every little part. Wow, this is turning into a real challenge. This is becoming as difficult as actually, like, building it. Well... Holy cow. Yeah, you do one and then it gets the other. Alright, whatever. Close enough. Alright, well this has been fun. And I think we got a little cool extra facility to work with. I don't know what's going on with the speaker. Yep, stops. Alright, well, leave it with that. We may end up redoing some of that at another time, but I think for now it's good. Probably some canopies over this or something. I'd like to... You know, the other thing I think we should do is add a little bit of scenery. Oh, I'm sorry, a hiccup. Let's turn that down. Add a couple palms. Maybe we could add a few smaller ones. Ha! We got one sticking up. Kind of just give a little scenery, make this feel lush. This is... a little on the sparse side there. No! Come on! We'll do the smallest. Yeah, there we go. Oh, right next to the coaster. Ah! Well, there we go, I suppose. Just not big on how those queues look, honestly. Oh yeah, there we go. I think we got something cool there. So... Alright. Well, I had a lot of effort go into that, but that should help pay off. Alright. I need to get off and get ready for bed. I actually was on considerably longer. I said I don't think this is going to be more than 2 hours, and here we are clicking at 2 hours and 50 minutes. Alright. Save. Ah, shoot. Out of that. Definitely saving that. We did a good amount of work on that. Okay. I am going to call it a night. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. And I might take a break tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. I might do Flight Sim. I might do this. Not likely that I'll do both. But hey, who knows? We'll see. See what I'm up for. But, yeah, appreciate you all. Yeah, Dale, have a great night. Appreciate it. And, until next time, as always, folks, take care, stay safe, and we'll see ya.